Hello, my name is Ken. In this video, I'll explain delivered autocomplete rules and how to use them. Some business objects already have delivered rules that are inactive by default. To use a delivered rule, first create a copy of the delivered rule and then select the active checkbox in the rule editor. You can't change the business object or the rule type. However, you can change the field name for field level rule types. This image shows some of the delivered rules for the worker assignment business object. The delivered rules cover common use cases for workforce structures, person, and employment areas. The rules fall into two categories. Statutory rules are rules that can be, for the most part, used as delivered. For example, one rule validates that employment flows are effective on the 1st or 16th of the month. Template rules require some adjustment to match a user's needs. For example, phone validation, which may be unique depending on the country. When working with delivered rules, you need to check the description in the basic info section. It includes instructions on how to implement the rule. You should avoid trying to make your own copy rule apply to multiple cases. The logic may become unwieldy. For example, you may need a rule to apply to more than one country, but a defaulted value changes based on the country code. In this case, it's probably best to make a version of the rule for each country rather than try to cover several countries in the logic of one rule. The messages for delivered rules are already translated. If you make any changes to the messages, you will have to translate them manually. It's recommended to edit the rule when it's close to what you want to implement. Consider editing a predefined rule when you want to do any of these things. Add a condition to an if block, change the name of one field to another, change a value, remove a condition from an existing conditional block, add additional variables. If none of these will give you the rule you need, then you should consider designing and creating your own rule. After editing the copy rule to meet your requirements, you need to make the rule active to use it. Note that Oracle may edit delivered rules from time to time to incorporate best practices and techniques. This won't affect your copy of a previously delivered rule. You need to publish the sandbox in order for the autocomplete rule to be available to all users. Using an environment with the new rule to refresh another environment will copy the rule to the refreshed environment. This is the only way to migrate rules from one environment to another. Now we'll take a look at a few examples of the delivered rules. First, we'll look at the when and why business object. The when and why business object contains information related to the date, name, and reason for an action based on the action occurrences table. One delivered rule validates that transfers and promotions occur on any date other than the 1st or 16th of the month. Another delivered rule ensures that promotions or transfers will not occur on the start of a future payroll cycle. You can use delivered rules for the person phone business object to validate a variety of phone attributes. Each of the rules will show an error message if the phone number is not valid based on your specified country codes and phone type. You can validate phone number format, area code format, blank area code based on phone type. The worker assignment business object contains employee, contingent worker, applicant, and benefits assignments information. With the delivered worker assignment rules, you can default work at home based on the hire date, default the probation period based on assignment category, validate that during a promotion the location doesn't change, validate the department based on the business unit. This concludes the explanation of delivered autocomplete rules. Thanks for watching.